Welcome to ADHD Whiskey. My name is Matt, and today's daily dram is coming inside of a burrito bag. Today, we are tasting Copper & King's bourbon whiskey finished in American apple brandy barrels. I didn't know even what it was. It's brand new to me. This bottle arrived on my doorstep yesterday, and I was like, I don't know what this is. Turns out, Copper & King's out of Louisville, you know them for their brandy, invited me to the bash at Butchertown. I've been told before if I were stranded on an island with a group of people, I'd be the first one they eat. So I'm not going to Butchertown. Not a chance, but thank you for the invite. Enclosed is a taste of what's to come. All right, so I don't think that this is even released yet. It is from Copper & King's. It is a blend of Kentucky straight bourbon whiskeys finished in American apple brandy barrels. The bottle is super sleek looking. Take a gander at it. Pretty, if you know what I mean. It's a pretty bottle. Kind of dig it, kind of dig the way it looks. No shortcuts, non-chill filtered. It's got crowns on it. It says established 2014. It says Sonic aged. Not sure what Sonic aged means, but we'll find that out. Huh. America. Thank you, Copper & King's, for sending me this bottle of Sonic aged bourbon. It is 55.5% alcohol by volume. Doing quick math, carry the 3, divide by 111 proof. An amped up blend of Kentucky straight bourbon whiskeys finished in American apple brandy barrels. Made with our favorite bourbons, this is a blend that pushes flavor forward. A remix of Kentucky distilling traditions that no one saw coming. Small batch, Sonic aged. Buzzword. No additives. That's good. Before I move forward, I must find out what Sonic aged means. What does Copper & King's Sonic aged mean?
According to Thrillist, the art of sonic aging. Sonic aging is the process of pulsing sound waves through the booze as it's sitting in the barrel, agitating it and increasing the frequency of contact between the hooch and the barrel, in this case a Kentucky bourbon barrel.
Oh, interesting. I thought it was gonna be like a rapid aging process, sonic, you know what I mean? But instead it's sonic like musical. Pulsing and agitating sounds like me in the bedroom. So all day, every day, they're playing bass heavy music to the barrels. Like a 16-year-old kid with a spare $1,000. Two 12-inch MTX subwoofers and a 600-watt California amp. Very sweet. Very brandy forward, but in a good way. Sometimes brandy finished bourbons put off a bit of a mineral note. I'm well aware of it, but this doesn't really have that. Maybe a little. Lots of fruit pie notes, like a cherry pie. Yeah, cherry pie crust. It's like you walked into your best friend's house and his super hot mother just pulled a super hot apple pie out of the oven. We all had that friend, and the lucky ones of us had several. Lots of brown sugars and baking spices. There's like some cardamom in here and a little nutmeg. And if you really want to flirt with your friend's hot mom, then when she's cooking, ask her if she's old enough to bake with those spices. And if she giggles, then you cardamom. Ask her for her ID. The predominant notes in here, I believe, are coming from the brandy. It is sweet. It is an enjoyable, inviting nose. And since I was invited, down the hatch with this Copper & King's son of a batch. Wow, that is much spicier than I thought it was gonna be. There's a lot of barrel spice on here. I was expecting a super sweet, like sugar heavy bourbon here, but instead I was surprised with like a less sweet, but still sweet, more spicy and charred bourbon experience that's kind of lingering around a bit. First sip of whiskey for the day. Let's not get it twisted. We're not gonna make any judgments until we take the second sip. So, second sip. Down the hatch. That's a spider on my ceiling. You're gonna die. Interesting. It's very interesting. It's good. Since this is supposed to be a quick daily dram video, I don't want to spend too much time trying to dissect this, but I do think that it is a solid pour. It's sweet, it's spicy, has a lingering finish. Mid palate, there's a bit of youngness or like bready yeastiness, kind of doughy kind of flavor that's in the mid palate that I don't exactly love. But honestly, for their first bourbon release, if that's what it is, their first bourbon release, I think it's pretty damn good. I don't know what the MSRP is gonna be on these bad boys, or if they're gonna be sold out in the wild or just at the distillery or what, but this Butchertown trademark Copper Ink Kings Louisville, Kentucky born and raised bourbon, a blend of Kentucky straight bourbon whiskeys finished in American apple brandy barrels, is pretty darn good. Copper Ink Kings received a score today, 7.2. It's good, it's good. Copper Ink Kings bourbon, a blend of Kentucky straight bourbon whiskeys finished in American apple brandy barrels, 7.2. I like it, it is good. Ow. I have a bad rotator cuff, I think, and that just, that was dumb. That was a bad move. Ow, my shoulder. Did I pick up a bottle? Completely depends on price. If this son of a bee came in at like 59 bucks or less, then yes. Thank you, Copper and Kings, for sending it. Dig it. Good job. Sorry I can't make it to Butchertown, but you can't trick me. I'm not getting butchered at a party. Unless it's an party and butcher means something different. My name is Matt, this is ADHD Whiskey. Like I always say, keep your head in the clouds, but your mind on stickers. Like, isn't stickers with it and a bunch of stuff? Stickers are fun. Even if they're not fun for you, they can be fun for your kids. You can cover your laptop with them, and when you run out of laptop room, you just give stickers to your kids, and then, 2 years later you found out where they stuck them. Under their bed, on their bed, on the walls, on the TV screen, inside electrical outlets, in the shower drain, everywhere. Wherever you can stick a sticker, they'll stick them. So I'm gonna go give this Butchertown born and raised sticker to one of my children, and then eventually find out why it was a bad idea. Subscribe, hit the like, leave a comment below. Would you go to Butchertown, or are you with me? Butchertown? Should have named it Cupcake Town. I would have been there. Would have been there with bells on. You could have had your way with me. Goodbye.